I'm Chris, and in this video we're going to take a look at how to take an equation and express it in slope-intercept form, standard form, and point-slope form. So for this same equation, we're going to look at all three ways of manipulating it so that we can express the equation of a line in these three different formats. First, we'll start with slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form, your general equation is y equals mx plus b. If you're not yet familiar with that, please watch our video on slope-intercept form so that you can familiarize yourself. But if you're already comfortable with that, let's take a look at how we can rearrange this equation to solve for y. So my first recommendation would be, let's just write this in reverse so that we have y on the left side. That's going to be a little bit more similar to the way that we see slope-intercept form written out typically. So if we rewrite this, this would be 3y minus 4 equals 2x. So we're just switching the sides so that we have y on the left. And then to isolate y, we have to add 4 to both sides. So that would give us 3y equals 2x plus 4. And then we're going to divide by 3, and remember, when you divide by 3 on one side of an equation, you have to divide everything on that other side by 3. So that'll give us y equals 2/3 x plus 4/3. And that's our slope-intercept form of this line. The slope is 2/3, the y-intercept is a positive 4/3. Now let's take a look at standard form. And if we remember, standard form is ax plus by equals c. And for that, if you're not yet familiar, please feel free to watch our video on putting something in standard form. But if you've already done that, then let's take a look at how we can rearrange this so that it's in standard form. Well, with standard form, we know that we can't have any fractions, and luckily we don't in our original equation. So all we have to do is rearrange it so that we have our x and y variables on the same side. So if we subtract 3y from both sides, we get 2x minus 3y equals negative 4. Now with standard form, we also want to make sure that our coefficient on x is a positive value. And if we look here, it is a positive value. We don't have any fractions, so we're all set. And that's our final answer for this equation expressed in standard form. Now for point-slope form is going to require us to take an equation, but it's also going to require us to have a point, which is why we see a coordinate over here. So point-slope, we're going to take this equation and we're going to rearrange it and we're going to express it so that we incorporate this coordinate into the equation of this line. Now in order to deal with point-slope form, not only do we need a point, which we have here, but we also need the slope. And if you hadn't already converted it into slope-intercept form, then you would need to do that for a problem like this where you have to rearrange this and put it in point-slope form. Luckily for us, we've taken this same equation up here and we've already converted it into slope-intercept form. Now the reason that's helpful is because if we take a look, what is the slope of the line based on this equation? So if you said 2/3, you're correct. Y equals mx plus b. M is our slope, which is the coefficient there on the x, which is 2/3. So now we have m equals 2/3, and we have a point that this line is passing through. And then to put it into point-slope form, we're going to use the formula y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And if you have questions on that, please watch our video on point-slope form. But if you've already seen that, then let's go ahead and see if we can express this in point-slope form by using these values. So once we get these, then we don't even have to worry about this anymore. The only thing this original equation does is it allows us to rearrange to find the slope. Once we've done that part of the process, we simply plug in our values. Remember, this is x1, comma y1, so we're going to have y minus 2 equals our slope of 2/3 times x minus x1, which is 1. And this is that equation expressed in point-slope form. So for the same equation, we have slope-intercept, standard, and point-slope forms shown here. And keep in mind that when given any one of these, you can always convert into the others by, for slope-intercept, setting y by itself. For standard form, ax plus by equals c. And for point slope form, y minus y1 equals m, or your slope, times x minus x1. For more, please feel free to watch more of our videos on our website, sandersontestprep.com, at STPTV. Thanks for watching.